Now, if you have spent decades of your life watching slasher films or horror movies set in the endless night of the tundra, or the movie Suspiria, or even the first Riddick film, taking up the arcane art of prawning may potentially drop you into a dark well of fear. I'm not suggesting that therapy sessions may result from a foray into the dark art of prawning, but if you already jump at shadows on a dark night from imaginatively seeing the vibrating silhouette of a tree as knife-wielding maniacs, then it may not be wise to be waist-deep in a lake or river on a completely moonless night, visually in the pitch black. And the absolute dark of a moonless night is an essential requirement of a good prawning session. That being the case, prawning may even have a reference line in some obscure book of demonology or even in the Necronomicon, due mainly to its association with arcane rituals and the darkest of moonless nights. In such a tome you would find your usual dark list of blood-soaked altar, where industrial strength cleaning products are required, Wicker Man, where you can engage in the twisted joy of out-of-time dancing. Goat sacrifices, like a Greek friend of mine's barbecue I once attended. Prawning. No, not that. Yes, prawning. Now, Goths, believe it or not, love prawning. And they also love butterflies and the butterfly motif. But they hate running around in the noonday sun trying to catch butterflies with a net. Whereas prawns, some weird, flighty, satanic-looking little creatures in the dark, dark water, and the ritual involves absolutely no moon to speak of. No moon to reveal your very presence. However, a love of prawning and actual success at it don't necessarily go hand in hand for a goth. Eschewing any form of lighting, preferring obscure and darkened anonymity, may be the goth foible that makes capture of the wee beasties surreally difficult. Don't expect to be served prawns if you go to a goth household for dinner. So we geared up with no moon, the tide running out and us heading towards the mouth of the lake, or you can choose a river. We started to wander the flats across the lake to chase some prawns. It's dark, very dark. And to be honest, I must point out that the truth about prawning is that it is actually perfectly safe, awesomely exciting, and bog simple. All you need is a prawn net, a light which goes into the water, a simple headlamp on the bonce, a bucket, and yep, the joke stinks like off prawns. Normally you would stand stationary, waist deep, in a swift flowing outgoing current. You'd have your net in the water ready to scoop up the prawns when they come into the zone of light as they are being pushed along by the current. Unfortunately for us, the water was too shallow and hardly flowing, so it was spot and chase half the time. See that jumping blur? That was a prawn, jumping right in front of me. And it's a goddamn souped up oceanic grasshopper. The chase is on. The fastest moving entree on the planet attempts to escape my grasp. Well, actually my net. Success, and the beast is captured. We did have problems with the prawns wiggling through the bottom of the net, and a kind gentleman suggested putting a handful of ribbon weed in the bottom to prevent that, which we did, and it worked quite well. Prawning turns the most grizzled, hard-bitten old curmudgeon into a giggling child again. Actually, anybody prawning becomes childlike at the unexpected, hilarious fun of trying to scoop up passing prawns. And if an adult or a goth can be reduced to the state of an excited child, imagine how excited children get if you take them prawning. The lights, they attract what seems an endless array of aquatic creatures, as well as prawns, pufferfish, whiting, mullet, luderick, and the dreaded garfish. A quick procreational health warning to all fertile males. Don't go standing in waist-deep water in a strong flowing current when needle-like, spear-pointed garfish are darting towards you. It can be dangerously painful, so a cricket protector is recommended if you have any designs for creating a family in the future. God bless you, Mr. Bubbles.